So here we are on a windy Cornish coast. Pete, what was the first major expedition you did?
The first major expedition I did was to circumnavigate mainland Great Britain in a double kayak with a partially sighted gentleman.
And I hear you were inspired by doing something when you were 11 years old, is that right?
When I was 11, I had my first kayak, which was a canvas two-seater, and I went from Tor Point around to Kingsand and back. I got arrested by the MOD police because I decided to go visit the Ark Royal in Plymouth Dockyard. Apparently you're not allowed to do that in kayaks.
And then there was an Atlantic kayak in 2001. Tell me about that.
Well, it was actually in 2000 I set off to kayak the North Atlantic from Newfoundland to Southern Ireland. I had a mishap with a valve that was putting the boat wrong and went back exactly a year later. I was at sea for 76 days, totally on my own. Then successfully crossed from Newfoundland to Ireland.
You've obviously got an attachment with Newfoundland because you were there again soon after that.
Yep, I became the second person ever to circumnavigate the island, solo unsupported.
And then there was the very high-profile Pink Lady Atlantic Row.
Because I knew which waves to turn left, I was invited on a three-man team to make the fourth position up to row the Atlantic.
And then you went further south to Antarctica, I believe.
Yeah, Shackleton's inspired me, so we went down and circumnavigated South Georgia. It had never been kayaked, so I hold the record for the fastest kayak around South Georgia.
Then there was another solo expedition.
I rowed the North Atlantic solo unsupported.
And what's your next big thing?
I want to join the lands of the Northern Hemisphere by kayak, and the only place left I haven't done is Russia to Alaska, which everybody knows is part of the USA. Although it's only a 60-mile crossing, which a lot of people don't realise, but from the start to the finish, I have to paddle over 260 miles. Because where I land in Russia, I'm not allowed to leave from, so I have to go up the coast by 200 miles to another port. There I can leave and then do the 60-mile crossing.
And have you done Iraqi yet?
I went to Alaska in March this year, met with the American police, the Coast Guard, and everybody. They're all enthusiastic and they just want to make sure I got all my paperwork in order. Because the last few expeditions, I've been arrested in Russia.
And what on earth motivates you to do this sort of thing?
That's a very good question, and I often ask myself that one. I've never come up with an answer. It's the challenge, the excitement. It's being at one with Mother Nature.
And why are you looking for sponsorship of this next expedition?
Because the last few expeditions I've done have bankrupted me. I think it's time I started advertising for other companies and see if I could get some sponsorship.
So what's in it for a sponsor?
They want to get their product into places that nobody else has been. Where I'm leaving from is on the east coast of Russia, which is a wilderness place, a lot of adventure there, and they want to bring in the tourism. I'll land in Alaska, and again they're trying to bring tourism in, and the type of tourists they're bringing in are the rugged adventurers. A sponsor that does rugged adventurers equipment, it's the ideal place. Get in there before anybody else.
So this is a truly global adventure inspired by Cornwall?
Definitely.
Rumour has it that you are going to be doing this with another person. Is that somebody high profile?
Oh, he's famous in his own right, which is Nigel Dennis. He's the gentleman that builds the kayaks I use.
And where's he based?
He's based in Holyhead in North Wales.
And have you done an expedition with him before?
We did South Georgia together, along with two other paddlers.
Brilliant. Well, good luck.
Thank you.